Ray shields. Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not.
How much did Reva know about Luke Skywalker in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series? We see at the end of Episode 5 in the series that she finds a communication Bail left for Obi-Wan that was dropped at the scene of her fight with Vader. We see that she learns of Luke and, quote, the children from this. So most people were wondering why she would think it would be good revenge against Anakin during Order 66 to kill his children, or why she would assume he would even care to begin with, or even knows about their existence. A good number of people have made this assumption, but I think this is the wrong takeaway from all of this. I think what might be going on here is that she wants revenge on Kenobi for, as she said in her own words, not being there to protect her friends during the Order 66 slaughter. And he also kind of served her up to Vader a second time and then escaped the scene, almost as if he knew she was naive enough to trust him. So I'm sure that also factors into her animosity towards Kenobi, no matter what it is he intended. All she knows is that the kids are important to Kenobi and are either children of his own and he's in no position to take care of them, or they are random Force-sensitive children that Kenobi has discovered and is keeping safe. Either way, Reva's goal here is to get back at Kenobi by ruining something or someone important to him. I don't think she knows it has any connection to Vader or Anakin. She says something to Owen about him loving the child as if Luke was his own. This obviously indicates she knows somehow that Luke is someone else's child, but that does not automatically mean she thinks it's Vader's. Back when she found the writings on the wall in the back of Tala's shop, Reva knew what that whole tunnel setup was for, and that children especially were being smuggled away to safety. I think she may have put together a few assumptions and feels this connects to Obi-Wan's charitable nature and potentially long-standing involvement with the network to find safe homes for Force-sensitive children. The tone of the message she heard from Bail indicates that there is something special to be learned about these children, and that the farmer she encountered earlier in the first episode, Uncle Owen, is now confirmed to be involved somehow. Since this message from Bail is being directed at Kenobi, she may have assumed that the farmer is either protecting Kenobi's own biological children, or that they are simply Force-sensitive children he is involved in keeping safe. Now, I could be completely wrong about all of this, maybe in the context of dealing with Obi-Wan so much and knowing Vader was his student, that the he Bail is referring to is obviously Vader, and mentioning children in the same context made her put it all together, but I just don't see how anyone would be able to make that jump. Overall, I think they could have handled this part better and made it clearer to the audience whether she knew exactly who Luke was, but I don't see any reasons as to why she would have known that based on what they showed us. It seems like some of these episodes may have had scenes removed for one reason or another, because I believe they definitely mapped out reasons and scenes for some of the things we saw, but cut them out for one reason or another. Some of the things that happen can actually be answered with multiple possibilities, so a resolution to these questions isn't the problem, but it doesn't seem there are official answers to some of these things yet. So what's my personal theory? I feel it's very possible that Reva assumed the children Bail mentioned were Kenobi's own biological children. She knows Kenobi is more or less by the book, and that Jedi usually don't get involved in relationships. We as the fans know this isn't always true, especially given Kenobi's prior relationship with Satine and Anakin's relationship with Padme. But Reva does not know this, and I don't think she would assume it. But hey, maybe after Order 66 she figures in those 10 years something could have happened. Still, my personal theory here is that it makes sense she assumes these children are very important to Kenobi, that they are Force-sensitive, and that he is invested in protecting them for one reason or another. I think her twisted mentality on the whole situation was that she was not only getting revenge on Kenobi for failing to protect her and the only family she knew during Order 66, but that she was enacting vengeance for them by snuffing out a kind of religious organization that she feels is the direct cause of their demise to begin with. That if they weren't yanked from their families at a young age as Padawans to be indoctrinated into some false hope that the Jedi had it all figured out, that if they didn't fail to see Order 66 coming, they would have been safe. In her mind, If they are stopped from producing more of their kind in the future, she thinks this would be getting justice for them by changing Jedi from being harbored to begin with. Anyway, guys, this is my personal theory on what Reva may have known about Luke and how that whole situation went down. Catch you next time.